Hello friends. So today's video is all about cozy interiors, and I just thought, what could be more appropriate than sitting in front of my fireplace with a hot cup of tea? But I have to be honest, it's actually fairly warm here today, and this is getting a little toasty, so I'm not really sure how long I'm gonna last. Now, with fall upon us, it just felt like the perfect time to have a conversation about making our homes more cozy. But what we're not going to talk about is seasonal decor. Now, if you are someone that loves a pumpkin or skeleton or a ghost or two this time of year, that is totally fine. I am not here to criticize anybody's decorating choices, but I also recognize that that is not necessarily for everyone. You know, for some people, the idea of spending money on seasonal decor that we can only use in our homes a couple of months out of the year can just feel really impractical. So in this video, we are going to talk about some ideas for making our homes feel warm and cozy and inviting that, while very appropriate for these cooler months, are not strictly focused on any particular season or holiday. So really, these are going to be tips that you could utilize throughout the year. Sound good? Let's get into it. Texture, of course, is an element that is always an important consideration in our interiors, but it can feel especially relevant when we're talking about creating spaces that feel cozy. Soft plush fabrics for bedding and pillows and throws is one obvious way to achieve a sense of coziness. But the visual impact of a variety of textures can also help give the perception of coziness. This can be achieved with materials like wood, warm metals like a copper or brass, textured wall finishes like maybe a plaster or grass cloth, upholstery fabrics like mohair, even a tactile area rug. If you're trying to make small changes and stick to a budget, this could be just a few new plush towels in the bathroom or a cozy new throw on your sofa. And there's also the possibility of just repurposing some things you already own. If you have some wood cutting boards tucked away in a cabinet, try bringing them out and leaning them against your kitchen backsplash. In the bedroom, cooler weather often means bringing out more bedding, and this could just be a matter of mixing and matching and layering the bedding that you already have. The way that you use color can also impact how cozy your home feels. In the spring and summer months, cooler colors can be great, but when the temperatures drop, you might find yourself drawn to richer, warmer hues. This does not mean you have to change up your entire color scheme. Again, this could just be a situation where you're making a few small additions or changing up what you already have. Maybe it's just a matter of swapping out your pastel throw pillows for some in deeper, richer shades. If you're going to be entertaining, you could look at introducing some new color into your home through your table linens. Try sticking with solid colors or really neutral patterns like checks or stripes so that they can be easily mixed and matched and used for a variety of occasions. If you're going to be purchasing more table linens, these are items that are often really easy to thrift. Or you could also scope out your mother or your grandmother's linen closet. I know my mom always had some great treasures in hers, and she was very happy to share. Another unexpected way of adding a little more cozy through your use of color is with your art. Try painting an old picture frame or swapping out that basic white matting for something more colorful. Now, if you do want to take it a step further and make a bigger commitment to color, this can be an excellent opportunity to experiment with color drenching. Fully enveloping a room in deep, rich color is an excellent way to instantly make it feel more cozy. I'm dying. Ugh, fireplace has to turn off now. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't do it anymore. The fireplace had to go. Okay, lighting. Now, I have done an entire video dedicated to how to light your home, but it is worth mentioning again because the right lighting can have a massive impact on how cozy your home feels. Lighting is especially important at this time of year when days are shorter and we have less natural light to rely on. Layer your lighting so that you have different sources at different locations, different heights, so that you're not always dependent on harsh overhead lighting. Dimmable lighting or dimmable smart bulbs can also be really helpful in setting a cozy mood. And remember to keep your lighting warm. Nothing kills the cozy vibes faster than cool temperature light bulbs. You're gonna wanna stick with the 2700 to 3000 K range. Candlelight, probably the coziest of all cozy light options, so another idea to consider. Like a cluster of simple, inexpensive white pillar candles at various heights. But even the glow of 1 or 2 candles can still have a lot of impact. Years ago, I attended a friend's housewarming party and she had a lit candle in the guest bath. And I just thought this was a really nice little touch. I mean, clearly it left an impression on me because I still remember it years later. Now, hopefully this goes without saying, but if you're going to do this or anything involving candles, please be safe and make sure you're not leaving anything unattended. Now, as I already mentioned, this video is not about themed decor, but there are ways that you can switch up how you decorate your home to feel not only cozier, but more seasonably appropriate without ever having to set foot in the Halloween or Thanksgiving aisles of your local home goods, or home scents for my fellow Canadians. One category of decorative objects that I think can be great for creating a cozy space is ceramics. And there are so many ways you can use ceramics to achieve this. It could be a set of mixing bowls for your kitchen, a cute little dish in the bathroom for soaps, a collection of vintage vases, or some handmade pottery you pick up at a local craft fair. Because you know we are entering holiday market season. Natural elements are another great way of making your home feel warm and cozy. Add some branches to those ceramic vases or check Pinterest for some nature-inspired DIY ideas. Something else to keep in mind when you're furnishing and decorating your home and cozy vibes are the goal, make good use of your space. Big, open, sparsely furnished rooms rarely feel warm or inviting. Scale is important, so choose furniture that is actually going to fill the space. And if your home has smallish rooms and lower ceilings, this can actually work to your advantage, so really embrace it and go all out with the cozy. Add your personality. The coziest homes tend to be the ones that feel personal and reflective of the people that live there. Fill your home with things that you love and have special meaning for you. Displaying family photos, inherited heirlooms, and keepsakes from your travels are all great ways to not only add character, but make your home feel warmer, more inviting, and cozier. So much of what we think of as cozy in our homes has to do with our state of mind. A space that provides a sense of safety, security, and comfort is always going to be perceived as more cozy than a space that does not. Cozy scents. Our sense of smell is a really powerful one, so don't overlook it when it comes to making your home feel cozy. So when Adrian and I got back from our recent trip to Paris, within seconds of walking in the door, he had commented that the house didn't smell good. And it's not that it smelled bad. You know, we had cleaned and emptied the fridge and taken out the garbage before we left. It was just that it didn't smell particularly good either. There was nothing at all welcoming about it. Scent can be very personal. We all have smells that we like and that we don't like, and there are certainly many options for ways in which we can bring the scents that we like into our homes. Candles, of course, are an obvious one, but a really good quality scented candle can actually be pretty pricey. Simmer pots can be a really affordable, easy way of making your home smell great. There are lots of ideas and recipes online if you're looking for some inspiration. I just made one yesterday with some cloves and cinnamon sticks and some other spices I had kicking around. This is not mine. Mine did not look nearly this pretty, but it did smell nice. So this is another option you might want to keep in mind. I also read somewhere recently that adding a few drops of essential oil to your furnace filter can be another way of making your home smell better. I have never tried this, so if any of you have, leave me a comment because I'm very curious to know if this works, and I would also like to know what essential oil you used. Well, friends, those of you that made it to the end of the video have been rewarded by the return of the fireplace. If you would just be kind enough to indulge me for a moment, I do have one small favor to ask. YouTube is doing this new thing where you can hype videos. They have to be new videos that have just come out in the last week. I'm not even sure entirely how it works. I think you get like a certain number of points. You can hype a certain number of videos each week. But if you've enjoyed this video and you would be so inclined as to hype it, I would really appreciate it. It would really help me out. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate all of you so much. Those of you that watch and subscribe and like and comment, it really means a lot. Thank you for being here. I hope we see you at the next one, and bye for now.